Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Do we win? We're going to get a live report right from the Illinois Senate floor. This is the marquee watershed moment on the Exelon Bank bailout. We're up against so much. You know, I've been using that metaphor. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. You know, I've been using that as San Onofre at Diablo. That's what we use. You know, we know, you know, this is it. This is it. Exelon, you know, it spills into New York. These the bank bailout on chemo. We're going to get a live report. This is any anti-nuclear, any human rights activist. This is it. This is the watershed moment. Here she is right here. Okay, I got it fixed. Let's see if we can get this right, Gail. Here we go. This is a live report from Gail in Chicago that's battling this. So go ahead, Gail. Well, hold on 1 second there, Gail. 1 second right there. Just let me make a comment on the whole union thing, because that's the dynamic in California. And so it's a lie. The decommission process will add union jobs by tenfold. I've proved that over and over and over. So it's not going to take union jobs, and they don't use it. It's Homer Simpson in there running these things, so it's just a lie. Go ahead. Go ahead. Well, that's another major fight that's going right now. Rob Bishop, who's head of the committee right now, we had him sent to Texas. Now, Obama, the other Chicago guy, who you got to realize he's exelon, exelon, exelon. That's putting him in the White House. So he's filed the antitrust suit to block them moving it to West Texas and New Mexico, which, whip blew up. So, I mean, the whole dynamic, it's all just looting and stealing and thieving and robbing. And it spills into what I call the Cuomo, they call it the Cuomo tax, but I call it the bank bailout on chemo in New York, $7.6 billion. Exelon stepped into New York and bought those reactors just recently after they announced they were closing them, after the bailout. That's fraud. That's fraud. This is all fraud, and it's not clean. And people need to realize that the so-called environmental agencies, Greenpeace, all these people have betrayed us. They have betrayed us. We're grassroots on our own with no money. We have to stand up to both teams on both sides. The people that are supposed to be fighting for us are against us. They have shoved this down the American populace's throat that this is clean. It's the dirtiest, filthiest, nastiest thing in the history of mankind. What about Fukushima? What about 3 Mile Island? What about Chernobyl? People need to think they have betrayed us. Our own people have betrayed us. Go ahead, Gail. Ongoing, by the way, ongoing disaster. Well, the comparison when they shoved it down our throat, that the comparison with the alternative to dirty coal was clean nuclear. That's where they got us, which that's comparing cyanide to arson. We don't need either one of them. California's producing 120% more solar than they can use a day. It's being blocked coming into the grid. Like here in Utah, same thing. We produce so much solar, it's unbelievable, but they won't let it into the grid. I mean, it's like you said, it's the corruption and the greed. Well, listen, Gal, listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They're behind the curve because California figured it out. California finally woke up a couple years ago, and they figured it out and says, hey, nuclear is not clean. We've been shoved down their throat. We don't need it. And so their initiative and their legislation, which is the marquee watershed, greatest advance in energy complex history is done in the state of California. They threw their nuclear asses out and proved that they could do it also, and they finally figured out that they're just lying and tweaking. And California set the playbook, and it's been a gigantic success. So I got to go, but I appreciate your work, and this is a watershed moment, and this decision is going to become any minute right now, and I want to upload this video why it's being done. Do Cubs win? Do Cubs win? Do Cubs win? You know, I use that metaphor every time we get a win, you know, or do they not? Yeah. Thank you. Love you. Okay, bye. So there you have it. So this is it. This is the moment right now. I mean, does it go or does it not in Illinois? You hold the keys. I mean, I think it's an ironing, you know. You know, Cleveland just hit a freaking home run. Exelon got a home run at the freaking bottom of the freaking ninth going to the 10th, you know. But this isn't, you know, this is a big, big deal, you know. So we have our gig going in New York on the 6th of December at the theater on 48th Street. I'll post the information, you know, and so the bank bailout on chemo, it's a shakedown, it's a scam, it's pizzo, it's thievery. It's totally thievery. Something we don't use. It's a scam. Paying for your own death. You know, bank bailout on chemo. Now you're going to pay for your own cancer murder, something we don't even use. It's just nothing but looting thieves. What part of Fukushima do you not get? Stay tuned.